Good evening. Welcome to Washington. I'm Brett Baer. This is a special 5 o'clock Eastern edition of Special Report. Tonight and all week, we have you covered from 5 to 7 p.m. Tonight, Democrats are essentially threatening to shut down the government over President Trump's call for seed money for his border wall with Mexico. The president campaigned, of course, on a promise that Mexico would pay for the structure. Now, Democrats are accusing President Trump of hurting poor Americans by having American taxpayers foot the bill. It appears to be the crucial issue as we head toward the possibility of a government shutdown at the funding deadline at the end of this week. We start off tonight with Chief Congressional Correspondent Mike Emanuel on Capitol Hill. Good evening, Mike.
Brett, good evening. Lawmakers are returning from a two-week recess facing a deadline to fund the government by the end of the week. Top administration officials are seeking to keep a major campaign promise by including money to build a wall on the border.
Let me tell you, it will be the Democrats that shut this government down to block the funding of the wall.
Today, Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer said President Trump and his team are putting negotiations at risk and showing signs of desperation.
It's understandable. He has his first 100 days. Health care hasn't worked out. So he's trying to do something with taxes, something with health care. Now there's this wall.
This comes as the White House is pushing to get health care reform done in the House. Speaker Paul Ryan told his fellow Republicans over the weekend repealing and replacing Obamacare is still a priority, but funding the government is the top issue of the week. A key House conservative said even though the GOP is in charge in Washington, they'll still need some Democratic support.
I think we'll be able to put the package together and have it out of there this week. The tough part is we have to find 8 votes in the Senate, to avoid the Senate filibuster. So we're going to have to find what brings those Senate Democrats along.
On Fox News Sunday, the White House budget director signaled a willingness to give Democrats some of what they really want.
They've made it very clear they want these cost-sharing reduction payments as part of Obamacare. We don't like those very much, but we have offered to open the discussions to give the Democrats something they want in order to get something we want.
Top Democrats are calling the wall a non-starter and something that could be debated when Congress isn't facing a funding deadline.
The wall is, in my view, immoral, expensive, unwise, and when the president says, well, I promised a wall during my campaign, I don't think he said he was going to pass billions of dollars of cost of the wall onto the taxpayer.
Lawmakers are also expecting the president's plan on tax reform due out this week.
Simplification. The average American should be able to do their taxes on a large postcard. Business tax reform. We need to make business taxes competitive, and we expect with doing that we will bring back trillions of dollars from offshore.
Most sources here on Capitol Hill predict they will find a way to avoid a government shutdown. But with things so polarized these days, there's at least some heartburn starting to develop. Brett?
Mike Emanuel live on the Hill. Mike, thank you.